I'm just gonna pop to the loo. I'll be right.
Absolutely fine.
5 seconds remaining.
While he was gone, I will guess some of the bans myself. Last time we saw Rubik,
Team ban.
instant ban. Then we saw Spirit Breaker, of course. I think there wasn't a ban on Weaver, interestingly. There was Brewmaster, though. Ben's Brewmaster. I'm trying to think who the fourth ban was. I'm surprised that they let Weaver through, to be honest, seeing how popular Weaver is at the moment. I would expect Spirit Breaker to be banned. I'm not sure about the Rubik ban, though. This time they've gone for Grimstroke ban. Was that banned last time? I don't think so.
Radiant team
Spirit Breaker, obviously. Was it Disruptor? Yeah. Oh no, you're guessing Disruptor, Sam. Okay. Yeah, Disruptor ban does make sense. Weaver ban, I would expect. Cocopian did play it very well that game. I'm guessing he'll just go for another Weaver, given the chance.
10 seconds remaining.
Always going to be a Spirit Breaker ban, though. That is just guaranteed, basically.
5 seconds remaining. Dire team
Tidehunter. Okay, yeah, pretty popular hero. That got banned in the second phase last time. Just a really reliable hero at the moment, Tidehunter. Pretty much can't go wrong with Ravage.
Radiant team
They do ban Brew. That means Weaver is open. Will Cocopium go for another first pick Weaver? It's the second opportunity to do so. Jakiro first pick. Yeah, we used to see a lot of Jakiro first pick. We've seen a small resurgence in it recently. Ogre Magi, very popular. You don't have Tim on Radiant, though. They go for Dark Willow, which obviously is a flex pick because Ollie can play at mid, or you can have Dark Willow in the as a support, pos 4, pos 5. Oak can play Dark Willow. I think Cocopium can play Dark Willow as well, so you've got a few Dark Willow players.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds
Oh,
remaining.
Nat is back.
Hello. This is Rubik first pick.
Yeah, this Rubik hasn't been
Third
banned,
pick.
but neither was Weaver. Why is Rubik always being... Is that a thing, Rubik being first
don't know.
picked?
I think, well, Max just like, I don't know, he just likes Rubik at the moment.
Yeah, me too, to be fair, but I didn't know
He's-
its meta prevalence.
I don't even think it's a meta thing. I think it's just I want to play that hero.
Fair enough, you are allowed to play it. But I mean, it was being banned, first phase banned as well.
Yeah, because everybody knew that Max wanted to play it.
Well, we'll see if he does pick it. I mean, he's running down that reserve time. Dark Willow spells are quite nice to steal. At least the Bramble Maze, very nice. They do go Jakiro. Okay, Sam called that. First pick Jakiro for
Yeah.
the die. He said Jakiro or Ogre. I guess you've got Tim there as well. So they go for Jakiro. Quite nice against Dark Willow. All the spells hit through it.
Yeah. Makes sense.
10 seconds remaining.
Who did they
I would
follow up
like
with?
to see a core
5
pick.
seconds remaining.
Void.
First phase.
Another support.
I did say Hoodwink. Between us, we had.
Okay. Hoodwink is fairly good hero. Sure. Good lockdown.
Yeah.
Nice damage.
Another good one against Dark Willow, obviously, because you can hit through her.
Yes.
Shadow Realm.
The ultimate and the bushwhack, at least, which are the
Yeah.
main spells.
Team ban.
Undying. There we go. That's Oak's main hero making an appearance. I think, yeah, with Dark Willow, I think that makes a lot of sense. You've got some lockdown from Willow. You've got that early game pressure from Undying. Dying against Hoodwink and Jakiro. Yeah, Jakiro and Hoodwink don't attack particularly fast. Not going to shred the tombstone like a Snapfire or another fast-hitting support.
Dire team ban.
Yeah, of course, ban Mars. Mars, Willow. Very good combo.
Well, they have the Willow, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, in which case...
Mars Jakiro.
yeah, also, suppose, makes sense. Yeah, I mean, Void Jakiro, it's a classic, that one.
10 seconds remaining.
Would you play Void here? Yeah, I think you could.
5 seconds remaining.
Not too scared of those heroes. You get BKB, you don't really care about Dark Willow.
Radiant
Kill Undying
Yeah.
pretty fast. We'll see.
Yeah, I've always seen Void as one of those heroes that can usually work in most situations. Obviously, there's a couple heroes that directly counter him, kind of like Venge, Pudge, Wraith King.
Yeah.
You want to avoid those at all costs, really. But apart from that, he's just he's a good hero.
But that's why I quite like to pick Void in the first phase, because first of all, your game doesn't just revolve around Void. You're still going to have an offlaner and a mid laner. And secondly, you can protect Void with 3 bans. So you can get rid of the Wraith King, you can get rid of the Venge, you can force them to play Pudge if they're trying to counter, or Oracle or something.
It does depend if you have that 4th pick though. Because, you know, if the Dire had gone and picked it instead of Hoodwink, then the Radiant would have at least a chance before the bans.
Yeah.
Pick up one of those ultra counters.
That's true, they could instantly go Venge or something. Or Wraith King. I would have responded with Wraith King.
Because Wraith Kings have been hugely meta at the moment.
He's pretty meta, yeah. He's good hero.
Strong.
You build this full sort of damage Wraith King with the Armlet Deso Blink and you just destroy supports in 2 hits.
Yeah.
It is pretty popular. The bans don't really reveal anything at the moment, just fairly generic cores being taken away. Not really much rhyme or reason. This is why I don't like leaving core picks to last, because you're not going to pick heroes specifically to protect your supports, the bans anyway, but you will with a core. So if you pick a core early, you can sort of make the bans a little bit more specific, otherwise they seem fairly random.
Yeah. Which
they are at the moment, because they've not thought of a hero in advance to pick. Otherwise, you know, Night Stalker, Luna, OD, there's a pos 1, a pos 2, and a pos 3 being banned in there. Anyway, we'll see the first core of the match.
5 seconds remaining.
I'm calling Legion.
Again, Legion. So far, it's different heroes, actually. So maybe something different. I'm trying to think what core is popular right now. I can't really think. Sand King is a nice one, yeah, Sam, that does make sense.
I don't think this is a good Sand King game for either team, though. There's far too much AoE spells.
Yeah, there are, but I don't think you could go too wrong with Sand King there. You go for the stun, you got Jakiro follow-up, Hoodwink. More stun. Yeah, maybe not the perfect Sand King game, but who do you pick? I'm trying to think of good off-lane heroes, but a lot of them have gone. I don't even think myself. You can't pick Marcy because it's not in the game. That's my sort of go-to at the moment as well for offlane if Tidehunter's gone. I'm trying to think who else is good. Popular offlaners right now. Doom actually is not too unpopular, but I don't know if this game that's really a Doom game. Not this early anyway. Maybe you pick a mid hero. Do you get a Puck or Quap? I mean, they are running out of reserve time. 6 seconds left. They're still discussing it. I hope they've thought of something. 2, 1. And they pick at the last second. They go for the Dragon Knight, the safest possible hero.
I don't know what just happened.
I mean, that's a bit of a panic pick. We need something. You can't go wrong. You can put him off-lane Dragon Knight work still. You can go mid Dragon Knight. It's not Ollie, so there's no Ollie Dragon Knight. But I suppose, yeah, you can't go too wrong.
Dragon Knight. It's not hard to play.
It's not, no. Dragon Knight Shard, I think, is deemed the worst shard in Dota.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's rubbish, yeah. I mean, I used to think that there were some uses for it, but for 1400 gold, it's pathetic. I'd rather just a Claymore, honestly. It doesn't...
You know, you're halfway to a Meteor Hammer at that stage.
Yes, which would be better on Dragon Knight,
Like
actually.
10 times as much than that shard does.
I mean, if it slowed, or it, like, shredded armor, or it broke, or, like, it had any extra effect, the fact that it's just damage... a pitiful amount of damage in an AoE. I mean, Dragon Knight didn't need that.
No.
It doesn't add anything to the hero.
Also, only when he's got his ult up.
No, you can use it otherwise now. That was the buff, but it has a way...
huge buff.
It's got a way shorter cast range or higher cooldown. Like, it's worse out of Dragon form. Somehow. I can't remember. So something like that. It's still bad. Even in Dragon form, it's bad. Like... You Dragon Tail someone, it's a very long stun. I think it's 3.25 seconds now. You put that down, it's like 150 damage or something. Not even 200 damage. It's just not worth it. I understand giving him a cool breathe fire, but I'd rather it was kind of like Timbersaw's. I was literally about to say like Timbersaw's flamethrower. It's funny that he got picked. where, you know, Dragon Knight can make the dragon breathe while attacking and the attacks become AoE extra or they burn armor. I don't know. They could be more creative. But Timber makes sense, I suppose, against Dragon Knight. Yeah, I guess that's all that's to be said. You can quickly cut down Hoodwink's tree. So quickly you can get rid of Hoodwink's tree, even without Quelling Blade. So it's very hard to be stunned by Hoodwink. And there's the Wraith King. We were talking about that hero. That's a very sort of manly lineup on the Radiant. In your face.
Yeah.
What do you do on the die? Dragon Knight's not going to be able to hold those heroes down. They are just going to run through him. They need something to either hold the line or to match them.
They're going to need a lot of damage to clean through these heroes.
They do. Lots of powerful damage. They're going to go for Anti-Mage. They're going for mobility instead. Anti-Mage is okay against Wraith King in the fact that you can burn his mana, so he relies on the shard. You can easily get rid of the stun, reflect the stun. Timbersaw's a bit of a pain for Anti-Mage, but then Anti-Mage also burns all of Timbersaw's mana, so they sort of go back and forth. Undying really, really destroys Anti-Mage early game, but then Anti-Mage just ignores Undying past the mid-game mark. So
Yeah, I think they lost.
the Dire? Yeah, the Dire's lineup is...
Yeah, that anti-mage game, lane, sorry, Timber Undying,
Yeah,
it's
not...
gonna get demolished.
I mean, Anti-Mage burns a lot of mana, but it requires him to trade quite a lot. And when you have about 400 HP and it's Undying slapping you as well as Timber, you're not going to have any HP to trade with. It's going to be really hard.
He'll just go Soul Ring and he'll be able to cast
Both should go Soul Ring there, definitely. Yeah. Or Undying Rush Arcanes or something. But yeah, Timber won't care. He'll have infinite HP.
Yeah, AM's going to have maximum 400 HP.
Yeah. And
just
Agi taken away from him.
Damage from this Welling Death.
That's going to be hard. And Radiant still have a pick. They can go for another quite tanky hero. They can go something to lock down the Anti-Mage if they need. They can go Puck mid. I'm surprised they haven't banned Puck, because Puck is amazing at locking down Anti-Mage. And it would round off their team lineup really well, because Puck puts the Dream Coil down, and then the rest of their manly team just march through them. They didn't ban Puck. They banned Batrider. I guess that Batrider kind of is okay against Anti-Mage. I would have banned the Puck there, 100%.
Yeah, I think it is a bit of an oversight not banning the Puck.
Dream Core's quite an ability. That is a long time where you can't blink. A really long time. Like 6 seconds with the Aghanims, I think.
10 seconds remaining.
That sucks for Anti-Mage.
Unless we see the
5 seconds remaining.
backwards Hello Meepo come back.
Meepo? That would be...
Well, Meepo just destroys AM.
Meepo does destroy AM. Meepo is... They're not great against Jakiro or Hoodwink. They got a lot of AoE for him. Dragon Knight gets destroyed by Meepo.
It's a very greedy pick and a risky one, which I don't think they need to do.
They don't need... Yeah, they don't need to be greedy. Puck. I'm with 100% Puck here.
Yeah.
There we go. It was the obvious pick. I was calling it before the ban phase. We knew it. I think it's so... This is hard for the Dire. But then, if you win lanes hard enough, you can win with literally any lineup. But you've got to really win the lanes. I reckon their mid-late game is going to struggle. So...
I think a Wind Ranger would be good for them, to be honest.
Okay, Ember into Puck as well. Like, you do a lot of damage to Puck. You do need a BKB. And if the Puck gets a Dream Coil on you, you kind of just die. You can't use half your abilities when you get Dream Coil. That's a harsh.
It's a hard matchup to do.
I mean, quite good in lane. I find Ember is okay against Puck, but then if they want to kill you with the gank, yeah, you're dead. As Ember, sorry, can't do anything.
But I think also the Dream Coil is the only thing that they have that's going to be able to lock down this Ember.
Oh, they've
Dodging the Willow stuff, dodging the Wraith King stuff is quite easy, especially for someone who's as good as the Kate is. I imagine he'll be able to time the Slide Fist well enough that he's not going to get...
Yeah, Sleight of Fist plus the Remnant. You can always Remnant towards the enemy to just dodge it. It's fairly easy to do that. Okay, we'll see. I mean, I'm not going to discount Dire completely, because Ember and Anti-Mage are like... Anti-Mage is this incredible snowball hero, and Ember Spirit has the ability to stomp really hard as well. So, you know, we'll see. But I think Radiant's lineup is a lot more straightforward. So have to see what happens. Well, Kinder did a good Juggernaut game. Okay. Harvest your tribute. Oh, these arcanas and their personas and random random things that it's telling me to do.
Prepare for battle.
Yeah, the fact that the drow one.
Drow one, yeah. That is so annoying.
Go away.
Takes up half your screen at the beginning. I'm like, I didn't even buy this.
It's not even me.
I don't know. It tells you some edgy backstory. I'm not interested.
I hate it.
I'm just trying to play the game.
Yeah.
The Drow is the most League of Legends skin they've ever created. Massive, oversized weapon. Edgy sort of aesthetic.
Yeah, I don't like the Morana persona either.
No, I'm not really a big fan of any of them. This is the only one I really like is the Wraith King one. That's my favorite one. Because it sort of brings him back to Skeleton King, who I liked way more than Wraith King. So
Yeah.
that's the only reason why I like it. Plus the sort of cool metal riff when he ults and the swirly effect. Very cool. I do like the Doom guitar, but it's still £13, so I'm not going to buy it. But it looks very cool when you do a Infernal Blade.
I do quite like the Pudge.
Or the sort of patchwork toy
Yeah.
Pudge. It makes an annoying noise when you hook, though.
It's a little annoying, but I can get over it.
It's so annoying.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's alright. Oh, Juju's just trading a few blows with somewhat here. Interesting. It's amazing the sort of the power of the level 1 innate block that melee heroes have. I know a lot of people forget about it, but the fact that melee heroes can block 50% chance to block 18 damage makes a big difference when trading. Always forget about that until you see it. Because, you know, for a long time in Dota, melee heroes had to pay 250 gold just to not get harassed out of lane. But then I really liked Poor Man's Shield. I thought that was a great item. But obviously, Valve didn't like it. Yeah, PMS is great. Ooh, Decay is good at last hitting. Anyway, we won't watch too much of the Timber lane because not a lot's going to happen there. So that means we've got off lane Puck, Pos 3 Puck, and we have mid Timber, which is a different way around than we were expecting. But I suppose fair enough. I mean, putting a range here against Anti-Mage is quite smart because, I mean, what is Anti-Mage going to do against Puck? Nothing really in lane.
I don't know. I think the Timber probably would have done better in this lane, to be honest.
Really? Okay, we'll see. I think it is annoying for Anti-Mage to play against heroes who are just going to right-click like Puck. I mean, look at the amount of right-click they're doing. So much damage. But Timber also would have been okay.
He punishes more for going for last hits with the one there. Just keeping AM off.
Yeah, maybe.
Either way, they were going to win this lane, to be fair.
Yeah, Anti-Mage is not a lane winner, really, unless you have a very weak opponent that you can bully with right-clicks, which you tend to struggle with.
Yeah, it more comes down to who you want to be laning.
Oh, Ollie messed up that phase shift big time. He didn't even dodge the Liquid Fire, then he tanked the Dual Breath. He's got to save the phase shift for the Liquid Fire. You can probably dodge most of it, but level 1 phase shift actually doesn't last very long. So maybe you can't. Kinder's doing so much damage. He is hard carrying this lane at the moment. Then Oak hasn't actually taken a point in Soul Rip. When the Soul Rip comes up, drops the Tombstone, drops it quite far back, which means it only spawns one zombie onto Kinder. Could have maybe gone for more aggressive. It didn't matter, actually. That was going to be fine. Still going to be a kill. Very nice, and Veteran has to blink back. So nice first blood there. What's Ollie going to buy? Maybe a Null Talisman, not sure. See. Ooh, Juju's struggling a bit. Have you seen... Is Soul Ring Wraith King a thing? Is that a thing?
Oh, God.
I don't think I've ever seen that. Does he need mana that badly? He's only got one spell to cast, apart from the skeletons.
Why do people do these things? Just play normally, man. Like, there's a reason you don't build Soul Ring.
I mean, it gives armor and strength, I suppose. Somewhat, unfortunately, missing the bushwhack. Yeah. But he doesn't need mana that badly. I'm guessing he's thinking, well, there's an anti-mage, therefore I can always get my ult off. But, like, I don't know.
Try shard at 20 minutes.
Also, Soul Ring doesn't even give you enough mana. So if you're it doesn't help. Oh, someone missed another bushwhack.
Third one I've seen, dude.
Well, he's your brother. You can flame him. It's fine. Look at the tips. Oh, wow. Even you giving them the flame.
You just gave me the green light.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, you don't need the green light. You do what you want.
Oh, that's true. That is true.
I'm taking do you take Cursed Crown instead of Bramble Maze? Bramble Maze is 120 damage. I didn't realize Cursed Crown was preferable. It does 0 damage.
Yeah, I would take Bramble. You're only getting 0.5 seconds more kind of
Lockdown.
lockdown, yeah. And the difference between leash and stun in the early game is nothing, really.
Yeah, I was thinking the same, but not sure taking Counterspell level 1 really does a lot in this lane. I suppose 15% magic resistance is something. Look at Kinder with these massive double dual breaths, doing so much harassment, but then I guess you've got the heal from Oak. It did drop the Tombstone. Unfortunately, they didn't get really anything off it. Rank 1 Tombstone, well, the spawn radius is always 1200. I actually thought the spawn radius changed. Oh, Ollie dodged a little. No, didn't dodge the dual breath. Now they're going to go hard onto Ollie. Nice soul rip. Oak has no mana, so just hit. Yeah, hit Veteran. That's a kill. Orb of Venom. Ah, unfortunately, chickened out just a little bit. Wasn't sure maybe, but Ollie does get the salve off. Cancels the clarity. Phase shifts the auto attack, so gets the full salve off. Very nice. But yeah, Anti-Mage is actually not doing too bad when it comes to right clicks. Farm 26.
And Juju used Soul Ring as he's dying. Interesting.
Yeah, well, mana to not cast any spells, you know?
Has somebody paid him?
I mean, that is throwing away 170 health for no reason.
Yeah.
He didn't use literally a lick of mana that came from it. None.
He used a full salve though, so
Yeah, I don't know.
I will be having words after.
Yeah, I imagine so. Nice deny from Veteran there. Veteran's got his stay in lane item, the Ring of Health. Kinder doesn't really have any mana. He's spamming his mana so aggressively on the dual breath, and Jakiro's spells really, really costly.
I think he's dead, man. He's very dead.
Yeah, Backwards Hello finds a kill on Decay. I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
Oh, and he tips him as well. That's some immortal thing. Ollie, whoa, going hard on Decay. That feels slightly harsh. I'm not sure.
First, to be fair.
Oh, Oak finds a kill on Kinder's Surprise, and Oak has still 100 HP. The thing about Undying is so much strength, no mana. Who cares? Veteran has to blink away. Ollie chugs a few mangoes, but then misses to lose it all by quite some distance.
There was a chance.
But it wasn't going to do enough damage, I don't think. Veteran's healing up pretty fast. But that's a nice play from Backwards. So he now has Arcane Boots, or the money for Arcane Boots, Soul Ring. The Bushwhack goes onto Timber. Then Decay has to back off. Goes into his double stacked easy camp. And he's going to pick that up. I forget that the mini-map is supposed to actually tell you the difficulty of the camps, but it's so hard to tell that no one really knows.
Yeah.
Like, they're supposed to be different sized arrows, but you basically can't tell apart from the ancient camp. They're just way too small.
The mini-map can tell you what heroes it is.
Yeah.
So use it.
Yeah, but I got some arrows. Very useful. Oh, gonna drop the tombstone? No, it's on cooldown 5 seconds. Ooh, Ollie taking a bit of damage here. Using a fair bit of mana. He is going for Blink Rush on the puck, which I guess makes sense. Your offlane puck, you want to get the lockdown. Juju doesn't have his ultimate, but he is level 6. He could have someone missed another Bushwhack. I mean, they're not really punishing the Wraith King, right? He might have gone Soul Ring, but he's just free farming, so he's not really, doesn't really mind. And the Anti-Mage, surprisingly, has managed to farm a lot and hasn't died. 42 last hits, no deaths, has the full treads.
Yeah, he's actually doing very well.
He has. The lanes have been very passive. Radiant do have 3 kills. A kill in mid, and Ollie and Oak both have kills on Kinder. But apart from that, I mean, they've not killed the Anti-Mage, so...
I think they will kill this Anti-Mage when this Dream Coil gets out.
Well, Ollie needs 1 creep, and he will be level 6. But do they have enough damage? Yeah, they do. They drop the Tombstone as well. They slap him. They drop the Soul Rip. Level 5 on AM. Oh, Ollie's got to be careful. I mean, yeah, Dream Coil's up, but he has no mana. Oh, with the Soul Rip, but it's not enough. Can he just get the punch? Yeah, she gets the punch, gets the kill on Veteran. Could go on Kinder. And maybe would have gone under the tower for Kinder, but no. Okay, Kinder's got a massive stick. To give himself some health. So, unfortunately, Ollie dies before they get the kill. But Kinder is the one who picks up the kill, not Veteran. But yeah, not sure. I guess Anti-Mage is dead for a little bit. That does count. Undying nearly level 6.
I'm still unsure about whether it would have been better to put the Timber top.
Well, he's had a great mid lane. Just pretty much free farming away. Got to kill mid.
But I think the Puck would also have benefited from going mid against Denver.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I maybe Ollie... Oh, well, I guess Backwards So could have played the Puck. Guess came down to preference and heroes in the end.
Well, yeah, no, I think he would have always played the Timber. He's a very good Timber player.
Is he? Okay.
Ollie is a comfortable Puck player as well. I mean, you can see the most level is Platinum.
Surprised Tim hasn't gone for a mana regen item. No stick, no soul ring on the Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight actually is a hero who is really good with soul ring. Or if you don't want to go soul ring, you need to at least get some way to give yourself some mana. He's also only gone 1 point in Dragon's Blood. Obviously hasn't really needed it at all. Look, he's on full HP. Juju obviously not really been trading with him, just happy to sit and farm. Which is, you know, really good for Juju. Breathe Fire is actually also a bit underrated. That level 10 talent, which adds 30% reduction to it, 55% damage reduction, that lasts 11 seconds, which means it can have 100% uptime. I mean, it's basically halves their base damage. It's really good. Somewhat, he lands it. Follow-up stun. Yeah, massive damage. And they get the kill. Juju's going to try to kill Somewhat. Not sure he's going to survive. They've already got an urn. I like the urn, but here comes Ollie. Nice stream call. I think it's only on 1. There's going to be 1 kill. Juju has leveled his ultimate now, so doesn't mind taking a lot of damage. Maybe he doesn't even mind dying. Okay, he's going to try not to die. Maybe go for a little right click to heal up. There we go. He's going to be okay. Oh, Kinder's trying to get a kill. Oh, he actually does land the Jewel Breath, but only the slow part, not the damage part. So Ollie will be fine. Oh, could just punch that Anti-Mage, honestly. Yeah, there we go. Cast the spells. Go for the punch. Veteran has to back off. Nice aggressive plays. Look at Backwards though, just charging at Decate. Kate trying to sort of outplay him. Bouncing around the lane. Is Flame Guard just magic damage or is it... Yeah, it's only magic damage, right? So it doesn't matter for Kinder. They missed the pushback again. The Backwards Hello, who's got 3 heroes on in mid and...
They're not going to do anything.
No.
I don't even know why they're trying.
He's got 35 armor and 50 health regen, which is an absurd amount.
Oh, can I still look at the AM?
I mean, that would be amazing. No, so close. Drops the ultimate. Nearly gets him.
Get him? Can she get him?
Oh, not quite. 2 seconds to blink.
Cool. Oh.
She's trying.
Cancelled an auto attack in there somewhere.
Okay, close. Veteran has quite good regen. Veteran actually going to go for the kill. Yeah, there we go. Goes in with the Mana Void. Somewhat misses the bushwhack, but doesn't really matter. That was very close. That was unfortunate.
Good attempt. Worth trying.
Flesh Golem provides 30 move speed, 40% strength, and 25% damage, and a 40% slow. I mean, you do not want to be right-clicked by that. It hurts.
Yeah, she only used it at the end as well. So,
Okay. Yeah, maybe commit it early on, but I didn't quite see the whole fight, so that's really it's a real shame. Would have been nice to see the Veteran get soloed by an Undying.
he did get lucky. He got the chip vest. 1 of 3 perfect neutral items to get.
Tip vest, very nice for Anti-Mage. Yeah.
Yeah.
He needs a farming one, or that, or the possess mask.
Chip vest, broom handle, or possess mask.
Broom handle's fine. Nice stats on broom handle. Armor and damage.
Yeah, I think this was really nice.
Oh, here we go. A lot of damage gone to Juju, but he does have his ultimate. He also has armlet, but there's no point toggling it now because he definitely won't be able to toggle that. Can they kill him again though? They've got no stun, no bushwhack, nothing. No, Juju just walks away. Goodbye.
There's a lot happening on mid as well.
Ice Path misses. They don't have bushwhack. Juju's going to be fine. Yeah, what is happening over here? Decay again, just to get out. He has a haste rune. Nearly got Maelstrom. What is he doing? He does have remnants, but he's got to be careful. He's fired the remnant out now. They don't seem to be able to get him. He's done really well in farm, actually the most farm.
He looks dead.
I don't think so.
Too fast.
He just TPs out. He knows that Undying can't do anything, but just give a little slap. A little cheeky slap. And the tower goes down in the bot lane. That's Tim making the most of Elder Dragon form. Such a good pushing ability. And I think that's his Blink Dagger. So Tim can go Blink Stun, Dragon Tail, even rank 2, 2.5 second stun. Oh, it only goes up to 3 seconds now. This ability has been nerfed a lot. Remember when Dragon Knight was actually good for a patch? Then they nerfed his stun like 20 times. It's a shame, actually. But I suppose no one wanted to be stunned for 4.85 seconds, did they? With a point click.
There's some beef going on in the chat. I'm enjoying it.
What is happening?
The two mid laners, a little bit of flame. Spice up the game a bit.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, they've got definitely some rivalry. That's the Immortal players having a bit of fun. That's okay. That's okay. I mean, funnily enough, 14 minutes in, who's got the Battle Fury and the top net worth? It's the Anti-Mage. I didn't expect this to happen, given how difficult his lanes had to be, but Veteran has played so well here, and now he just needs maybe 7 or 8 minutes of space, pick up that Manta style, and then he's going to be pretty strong. I mean, the Wraith King has to wait till 20 minutes to get the shard. I know he has got a Soul Ring, but it's not going to be enough. He's got to buy that shard, and he won't buy it straight away, I reckon. He'll probably go Deso first or something like that. The Anti-Mage has a chance to kill him.
If he buys it first now, I'm like, come on. Really, what was the point in the Soul Ring?
Well, there was no point in the Soul Ring.
He has to back his Soul Ring enough.
I mean, Soul Ring, Wraith King was a thing a long time ago, but his ultimate also only used to cost 150 mana to reincarnate, which was exactly Soul Ring. And now it's not. Plus, his stun used to cost way more mana. I mean, it actually goes up to 140 in cost. Yeah, it's interesting because Wraithfire Blast stuns for longer and longer as you level it up, but I think Sven's stun is always the same, but it just like goes down in cooldown and goes up in damage. It's weird how that scales. Nice stun on Kokopium. He's just going to TP out. Does he manage to get out? Yeah, he does. Oak goes in, drops the ultimate, but probably has to now just back off. No ultimate there. Heal on the tombstone. A lot of skeletons there, but it is going to get taken down. 175 gold. Whoa, it's worth a lot. But I suppose they do save Kokopium from dying, so that's worth. Well, Anti-Mage just blinked. Almost gets instantly killed, but he has got max rank blink, thankfully. Does blink away. Nearly gets insta-killed by the Timber. So much damage being dealt by this hero.
Yeah, that Kaya is a lot.
Very nice. Tower is pretty low. Backwards hello. Immediate blink up by Tim. I think Kin is in a bit of trouble. Oh, the Chakram not quite connecting well. Massive damage coming out from Kokopium. Gets the kill. And Kinder just TP's out. You can TP out from a Timber Saw. He's got no way to stop you. He didn't go Yule, so he can't interrupt it. I remember when heroes like Bloodseeker used to always go Yules just to cancel TPs when you rupture someone. I guess Timber has the same kind of problem, but doesn't seem to worry him. What happened to Yules? Every hero used to be buying Yules. Seems a bit less common now, more Kayas instead.
Yeah, there was that kind of patch where it was everyone bought Yules.
Juju doing a bit of damage to Veteran. Veteran can just blink away. Veteran knows that Juju's got no mana. I've got to be careful. He just dies, just straight up dies. What is that? That made no sense whatsoever. Juju just right-clicked him. I mean, you don't need mana, do you, to get off the Mortal Strike? Big damage going to Kinder Surprise. He's going to die to Kokopium's Bedlam. Ollie's got to drop his ultimate if he wants to go onto Tim, but instead he blinks onto Hoodwink, trying to get yet another support kill. Big damage onto Hoodwink. Juju walks up, right-click. There's the crit. Juju's being fed kills on a plate here.
That was, yeah, really bad for them. He's going to have Deso now, and I think at that point he just needs to run at them.
Yeah, then he can get the shard, and then, yeah, no problem. Get the Blink Dagger as well. And he's going to be online. Armlet Deso is a scary time for Wraith King. He hits so hard once he's got it. What's the... Oh, they dropped the Tombstone, but quite far forwards. I mean, if there were any other heroes there, they would have been zoned out by it. They've got control of this part of the jungle, though. And the Tombstone's going to secure that. Backwards hello here as well, building up his charges. He's got the full Sanj and Kaya now. Kaya and Sanj, sorry, get that the right way around.
He's very hestant to use that mango. I've seen it here some mentally, but like so long now.
Well, it's health regen, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, 0.6 health regen. Definitely worth it.
He's waiting for that moment where anti-mage is on him.
Yeah, obviously needs it. He gets stunned, but he doesn't care. He is a very tanky hero. Quite a lot of heroes actually around the mid lane. Smoke from Cocopium just smokes him and Ollie. They see Decay. Are they going to blink forward and use the Dream Core? Yes, they do. There's the Dream Core first, but Tim goes in, gets the stun straight away onto Ollie. A lot of damage going to Ollie. Puck is in a lot of danger. Is he going to go down? He tries to get away, but so's Tim's going to die. Macropie is hitting really hard. Juju's in now. Massive slap. Gets the kill on Decay. Huge amounts of damage coming out from Kinder this fight. Unfortunately, not quite enough. Tombstone has dropped, so Kinder is going to die. So they lost Ollie, but in return for 3 heroes, I think that's going to be completely worth it for the Radiant.
The Radiant's innocent courier has been slain.
And of course, Juju survives. Look how farmed Juju is. He's going to have that Blink Dagger in 500 gold. He is top of the net worth, no problem. Gets another kill. 5-0. He's just... He is just walking around collecting free kills. He's not really had to do anything this game. Just walk around and people give him kills.
Yeah, kind of him just put in front of him.
I mean, he's happy about it. Skeletons also tank some of the fortification, but I don't think they're able to push to tier 2 just yet. Yeah, level 16 on the Wraith King. If you put that into perspective, only level 10 on the Dragon Knight, but level 16 on the Wraith King, 15 on the Timber. Yeah, the net worth difference, surprisingly, is incredibly close, but that's just down to how well Anti-Mage is farmed. Yes, surprised it's not more, actually. The Dire supports are a bit richer than the Radiant supports, so that explains some of the difference. They find Veteran, they're going on him, they're going to try. They've leashed him for a little bit longer, he's about to run out of leash. There's the silence. I was going to say there's no follow-up CC, but Ollie actually held the silence right till the last moment, which was clever. So that's 4-second silence onto Anti-Mage. They got him just before his Manta as well, about 200 gold before Manta. So perfect time to get a kill. Really nice play by the Radiant. They are coming into their own.
Yeah, I really think there is nothing the Dire can do right now. As we said in the draft, like, the Anti-Mage just comes on far too late, and this Wraith King Timber, they are...
Oh no, Juju, he's trying to TP out. He gets stunned. He does have his ult, but he needs people to come catch up with him. Interestingly, he stopped buying Blink Dagger, which he had money for, and he went for the Shard. He's actually going to be okay. Ollie finds a kill onto Somewhat. Fight is raging on. They're not going to kill back with Stoa. He is the tankiest hero in existence. He's an Essence Ring as well. Bedlam onto the Ember. Is it enough? He does get stunned. Big follow-up damage. He's managing to zip away. Still has a few remnants. Walks into the Bramble Maze, which may actually get him killed. Trying to escape, but Oak's got the Tombstone here. Is he going to go down? Not much damage coming out. Massive damage from Kinder. Kinder is the MVP, but unfortunately not enough damage. Oak is going to go down, but that's the only casualty. And they do get the Ember. And now there's no glyph, so this tier 2 tower will go down. I mean, I suppose the skeleton spawning when you die is actually pretty good. Ollie's found Somewhat. He just immediately opts to break the tether, which actually was the correct play. And Dire, they did find a mid tower, so they're getting something from it. But they're being put on the back foot very quickly. It's down to how fast Veteran can farm now. He's got the Manta, so he's a little bit less scared of Puck. Ollie should go straight for Ags, I was about to say, and that's exactly what he's doing. So that's good. Sorry, I said 6-second duration with Aghanim's. It's 8-second Dream Coil. That is too long.
Yeah.
That is too long.
It's nice. But, I mean, Dream Coil sucks since they changed it.
Oh yeah, the mini stun, the change in the mini stun is... Like, I didn't think it would be all that, but yes, it was.
It was so much.
It's still a good spell.
Getting used to as well.
That's true, yeah. I mean, you could use it to interrupt stuff. Now you can't. And you have to interrupt with the silence. But you can't interrupt TPs with it. Or can you interrupt TPs with it, actually?
No, you can't, I don't think.
Because you can't... Can you TP when you're in Dream Coil? Because
No.
Coil is a leash, right? And there are a few leashes in the game. Not a lot of leashes. The only other one I can think of is Slark, but I'm sure there's another leash or so. And they stop mobility spells, but I don't know if TP gets to count in that or not. I mean, that was the biggest change to Dreamcore ever, when they made leashes cancel movement effects. That completely redefined Puck as this hard counter to mobile heroes. Before, Bantamage
Yeah.
just blink out of the coil and get stunned 1200 units away. The leash interrupts TPs. Okay, there you go. So yes, you can stop TP with Dream Coil. It just doesn't stun. Okay, bit of an earlier Roche this game, thankfully. 23 minutes in, and Juju is just chopping the Roche. Going for BKB next item. BKB does make sense this game. There's a lot that you need to BKB off. Oak's going to go bot lane. Looks like Ollie is in a bit of trouble. Not too much. Does have Dream Coil, but Tim's got blink in 5 seconds. Ollie needs to blink after if he wants to get Tim. Not going to go for it. Just taking a load of damage from the Ember. But they do take the Aegis. Aegis goes onto Timber, who went very aggressive. He disassembled his Kaya and Sanj. And he went for a Bloodstone instead. I
like it.
Yeah. 14 charges. Is that how many you start with? You start with 14 charges? Starts with 14 charges, okay. So that is 20% spell amp he's got at the moment. 8% comes from the talent. So it's actually... Bloodstone, I think, gives exactly the same spell amp as Kaya Sanj until you start getting more charges. Then it becomes better. So we'll see how many charges he can get. Also, another big heal. Always good. They've got no Spirit Vessel. Juju just runs at Anti-Mage. Wasn't able to get the kill there. AM going Basher. Got the Basher now. Ollie managed to find a kill. They're somewhat dead yet again. These poor supports being murdered over and over and over.
Anti-Mage going... Well, he built the Basher now. I think he's a little bit of a mistake. I think Skadi he needs really badly.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of an uphill battle to try and get it. Well, the uphill is Radiant. They're going straight for this tower. There is a glyph, though. They could drop it. They've also got Aegis, and they have Wraith King to reincarnate. But they back off quite early. Really scared.
Just put Timber on the high ground. What are they going to do? Timber Wraith King on the high ground. There's nothing dying.
He's even gone for the 24 skeleton attack damage. So he's gone all in for the push damage. Which is good. It does a lot of damage if you go for that. And if you're winning, you know, might as well take it. But he just needs to build up some charges. You need 16 last hits every single time you want to get all the charges. It does take a while to get it. I suppose they can take the last tier 2 tower. Take the outpost. Yeah, I think they can go high ground. They should try.
This is starting to smell like the die from last game not pushing their advantage and eventually losing their advantage and then losing the game.
People are just too scared to hit high ground. I mean, when you have Timber with Aegis and Bloodstone, he's not going to die. Just put him there.
And even the Wraith King, he's super tanky.
The Dire don't have enough damage to throw out from long range. They've not got a Zeus or a Drow Ranger or any of these like really, really long range DPS heroes.
You lose 1 life on the Wraith King, then maybe you can go back.
Yeah, fine, blink out, no problem.
Even if you die, it's not the end of the world.
No, you'll take the racks.
They had already used the Macropire, so that's like their #1 base defender.
Yeah, my Macropire is already up again, low cooldown, but
yeah,
backwards to low. I think he played one game as Timber where he did take the shard, and he did it every single time it was up. He cast it, and it does quite good tower damage, which is, you know, the purpose of the shard. Not bad damage anyway, to be honest. I actually really like the shard on Timber. I think it's...
Yeah, it's very nice.
Because I think it slows as well. Yeah, slows 30%, does 40% damage to buildings. But this time they are chopping the high ground. A different tower than they went on last time. Yeah. Spread the damage.
That we did before.
Backwards Hello this time is going to stand his ground. Same with Juju. Bushwhack doesn't get applied, but they do get Searing Chains. A lot of damage. I think they can kill Tim. Tim is not a tanky hero. Massive crits go out. Ollie gets the Dream Coil.
Yes,
Or does he? Yeah, okay, doesn't get the Dream Coil. Gets the Silence onto the Ember. Is going to go back. No deaths yet. Wraith King is on about 1 HP though. Juju toggling his armlet. Yeah, I mean, they defend the tower, but they do lose Tim. And also, Veteran has managed to take the bottom tier 2. He's a bit too scared to hit the tower, but he's thinking about it. He uses Manta. Manta illusions aren't really enough, so Radiant just going to go in again. Ollie goes in with the Silence. But there is a BKB on the Ember. He held it. He's patient with it, just throwing out loads of damage. I mean, Ember is the perfect hero, actually, to just put out large chunks of damage.
He's going BKB on Anti-Mage, which I think is really not what they need. They already have Puck Ags, so...
Oh, they do have Puck Ags, which...
not going to stop you from getting blocked out.
I mean, that's the main part of Puck Ags, really. It's the BKB piercing part of it.
Yeah, it's so nice. It's
Pierces spell
really,
immunity, yeah.
I think, the only thing that makes Pucker like a tier 1 hero at the moment.
But yeah, otherwise, you buy a BKB and Puck becomes pretty useless. All of the spells do nothing. And you can just BKB and walk out of the coil. That's why early BKBs make Puck useless. So you have to get Ags. And if you're playing offlane Puck, I mean, this is the right build, right? Blink into Ags. That's exactly what Puck needs. So fair enough. But they've not able to do a lot of damage to these tier 3 towers. They've not even got them down to half, which I'm surprised. And Anti-Mage managed to almost do as much damage himself to the tier 3 tower, and he barely hit it.
Well, they've run the Aegis timer out, and they didn't really do much with it.
No, they didn't.
A little worrying for them.
Just a little.
Yeah, well, it's not game losing, but
It's just slow, yeah.
An opportunity to farm themselves back into the game.
I mean, look, they want to go high ground. They're always here. It's a constant staring contest in mid lane, while Veteran just does what he wants. I mean, the longer the game goes on, the more free towers he claims.
Yeah. He's gone back to Skadi now. He's changing his mind. Maybe he's listening.
I do like Skadi more here, just because there's a lot of heroes that you need to remove the healing from. Wraith King is really good. Obviously, Undying fires a lot of healing out. You've got Timber.
Yeah.
When you apply Skadi, does it reduce the healing they take or the healing they do? It's healing they take, right?
Healing they take. Yeah, I think so.
Reduce heals. Yeah, okay. So if Undying fires out a heal, it's going to be a smaller soul rep, basically. So yeah, perfect item.
It's just so good for the stats.
I would just like them to see them throw the tombstone on the high ground and just run in and just hit the tower.
Yeah.
There's no glyph. They've got blink on Wraith King. Just blink on the Jakira and just murder him.
Yeah, even this DK
I mean,
is not
Anti-Mage is taking your base. It's 4 versus 5. You're a mile ahead. Ollie is just dying to random damage. Come on, hit it.
They're so scared.
They've got Aghanims on the...
Hit it, dude.
Look how many skeletons there are.
Look how much damage this Timber does with just the Chakra.
In fact, they took the tower almost solely with skeletons. That's the sad thing. Okay, the tower goes down. But Anti-Mage did take the tier 2 tower, and it's now taking your racks.
Yeah,
But, you know, he can take the tier 3 tower. It doesn't matter. You have to take some racks. No, he destroys the tree straight away. No chance. Juju's still got his ultimate. He's still got BKB as well. Okay, tier 3 tower's nearly down, though. They've only taken the range racks, and now they're having to go back. Yeah, they lost the tier 3 tower.
What are they doing?
But the fight's breaking out. Oak's taking a lot of damage, but did get the tombstone off. Does he get the ult in time? Yeah, there's the ult. Oak's actually going to be okay. Lives for a little bit longer. Does eventually go down. But Juju is destroying Tim. It also has the BKB. Tombstone is swiftly demolished by the Anti-Mage. You do have a vessel. Really nice vessel. Who's bought the vessel? I want to see. I can credit them. Is it? It's the Hoodwink. Anti-Mage taking a lot of damage. Yeah, just gets destroyed. The double Chakram is so much damage. Is the second Chakram the same strength as the new one? I think yeah, they're exactly the same. So it just gives you another ultimate, just straight up. Have another ult. And that is a lot of damage. 200 pure damage plus 100 pure damage a second. I mean, then you've got all that spell amp. He's got 19 charges. He's got 22% spell amp. So Chakram is doing double Chakram, 500 pure damage. How much health is that to Anthony? That's a quarter of the health before the Chakram
it's
DPS.
more than that because if you 200 damage each time.
Oh, and you pass them straight back, yeah.
And on the way back.
So 1,000 pure damage, potentially. And like you said, oh, there's a disconnect from Ollie. Does it matter if Juju dies? Not really. He can throw his life away, take the tower and the racks, then just go. Doesn't matter. Okay, finally, 32 minutes into the game, Megan just accidentally turned off Ollie's PC. What, why, and how? How do you turn off someone's PC?
This is why we can't have nice things.
Someone hasn't died. I've just clicked on someone. Oh, 2 heroes haven't died. You've got 703 and 903 on the Radiant team. They are having a great game. Highest kill participation is 15. 15 and then 14. So the offlaners, they had a great time. The power button sticks out. Yeah, but don't press it. He missed the dream core, just turned off the PC. It's a bit harsh, Megan. You see Tim had the BKB on the Dragon Knight, and Juju just killed him in like 3 hits. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's kind of like, oh nice. I don't care.
He's not even max Dragon's Blood. So he's down 6 armor from what he could be, passively.
Yeah, but to be fair, Juju is getting 6 strength from Soul Ring, so...
That's true, Soul Ring, pretty insane.
Difficult to fight that.
I don't think he's used it since the early game. He used it like once in the early game. I think he's left it. He even went for the... They're so struggling to push that he went for the 6 maximum minimum skeleton spawned and the skeleton attack damage talents. He has gone all in on the skeletons. But he just, yeah, can't hit the towers. Well, hopefully Ollie will boot up his PC again. If his PC was built in the last, 10 years, it should load up in a minute or so. Alright, he's online on Dota.
It's getting there.
I used to like Dragon Knight offlane, and I know Royd's played it to get into Immortal back when he first hit it, but Dragon Knight is in such a bad place right now.
Yeah.
Just a really bad hero. When they took the health regen off every rank of Dragon's Blood and they nerfed the stun 0.25 seconds, he just became rubbish. And just look how bad the shard is. If you compare it to Timber's shards, Timber's shard does more damage per second, follows him, slows, and affects buildings. And Dragon Knight is just less damage on the floor that doesn't move, and doesn't slow, and doesn't hit towers. It's not even fair, those two. I actually
realised Ollie went for phase shift attack.
Did he? Oh, that's interesting with that build.
Yeah, it's...
Mid-cut who managed to buy like a Witchblade and something or whatever,
yeah,
but...
when it's, with Witchblade it's nice. I still tend to go for Spell Lamp. It's just...
12%'s quite a lot. Yeah, unless you're building like actual MKB Dessa or Crystallis or something like that. Anyway, there's the free Roche. Shard, maybe that's why he didn't buy the Shard on Timber. He knew he was going to be given it. And it is a very nice Shard to have for Timber, because they need more damage on towers. Try and work out how much it does to the tower. So the 7-second duration, it does linger for 2 seconds. I'm guessing that lingers on the tower as well. I'm not sure if towers can get lingering debuffs, but maybe they can. And it's 90 damage per second. So for the tower, that's 36 damage per second. And it lasts for either 7 or 9 seconds. So that could do up to 300 damage to the tower per cast. Which is not bad. That's more than 10% of the tower. Yeah, he just goes straight in. Yeah, it does linger. It does linger on the tower. That is a lot of damage. They got all the skeletons out as well. Skeletons have 58 damage each. They do have glyph. They're going to drop it. Anti-Mage is just cutting waves. He's about to get 2 couriers as well.
Couriers?
Oh, they juked him both. I didn't get either of them. Oh, he got one of them. One for Ollie's. He's managed to take every tier 2 tower pretty much, but...
I mean, he needs to be hitting top ranks if he wants to be like doing something.
Yeah, he does.
He needs to come back.
Or fight, yeah, or commit to fight. They've got a full pipe. Who's got a full pipe already? Oak has pipe. They've got pipe. That's a lot of magic resistance. That's nice against Kinder. I like that. Which means tons of magic resist. They can just tank it up. They've got Aegis as well, so yeah, racks are going to go down. Anti-Mage kind of running around. They've only been 6 kills on the Dire team. It's a 35-minute game, yet there have been so few kills because it's just been the Dire trying to defend their base and the Radiant doing this split push with the Anti-Mage and not really able to commit to a fight 4 versus 5. I mean, AM needs to turn up. He's not that poor. He's only 2,000 gold away from the top course. He's got the Skadi.
Yeah, but when you're AM against Reiki, you need to be ahead.
It's hard to be melee range here, you're right. Look at the double chakrams. Look at the damage it did to Kinder. They dropped the Tombstone on the high ground. They dropped the Dream Core. Dream Core with the BKB. With the Agnums, means BKB doesn't do anything. Chakrams won't do much. Yeah, completely delete Kinder's surprise. The Dream Core lasts 8 seconds. It's basically the entire BKB duration, more than the entire BKB duration. No buyback on the Ember. That is going to be game as far as I'm aware. Anti-Mage comes back, but unfortunately a little bit too late. Kinder just being destroyed by the Chakrams. Juju goes in, tries to get a little bit of damage off, gets stunned. And he's just going to die, come back to life. I think Tim's BKB has run out. Macropire goes through, doesn't really connect. Tombstone is down, but yeah, there's no way that Dire can fight onto this. They've got no Ember. There's still Aegis on the Timbersaw. Last rack's going down now. That will be game. Nice route from Cocopium. Got the Shard, of course. Shard is so good. Completely surrounds you. It's almost unfair how good that Shard is. I think it was one of the best Shards in the game. Dark Willows. Juju's going in. Nearly one-shots Kinder Surprise. Oh, he's not got his ult. He may actually go down. Yeah, they do kill the Wraith King. He buys... No, he doesn't buy back. I thought he was going to buy back. He doesn't.
See, I'm unsure why they couldn't have just done that at the top racks.
Yeah, well, like 20 minutes ago. Veteran gets yet another kill. Good chance for him to kill Timber. He does get stunned. He can't move. What is he doing? Okay, he blinks out. That Tombstone created so many skeletons. Oh, there's the Dream Core. The Dream Core lasts way too long, but he does manage to escape. Oh, the stuns coming out from the Dark Willow are just endless. Cocopium is playing so well, just manages to escape. What is the cooldown of Cursed Crown? 10 seconds. That's amazing. He didn't even take the Cursed Crown stun duration. I didn't realize there was a 0.5 stun duration talent. That's amazing.
Shadow Realm cooldown, yeah.
Tell me why this Shard needs to do this for 3 things, right? It makes the Cursed Crown, he's going to die there. It makes Cursed Crown stun a second quicker. That's already really good. Then it completely surrounds you in brambles, which is also amazing. But why did they think, nah, we also need to reduce the cooldown by 2 seconds? Because that clearly wasn't enough. So many of these shards just have random cooldown reductions sort of slapped onto them for no reason.
Apart from DKs.
His is so bad.
His is just do damage sometimes.
His is the worst ever. Literally the worst.
It's just like compare the two and it's just like, oh my god.
You can compare his shard with anyone, it is so bad. It's just because it has no other effect. Like, Dragonite is already quite a... he needs that sort of utility, and he does have it on the rest of his spells. You know, slow from the ult, stun from the tail, damage reduction, the breathe fire. Just to have a magic damage nuke that does nothing else is just awful for a shard. No one else's does nothing but damage. Oh, anti-major shard. The Dune. Reduces enemy spell damage by 10% passively. Reduce spell damage by an additional 20% to enemies within 300 range. So it just makes you even more anti-mage. That shard. Yeah. I forgot that was even a thing. I suppose that's pretty good.
It's a little boring.
It's boring, but that's pretty powerful. If you are if you're against like a really high spell damage team or Zeus or something, you blink near him. That's like a Mage Slayer, but in a shard.
Yeah. Well, and just the 10% radius for the team as well.
Yeah, how big's the radius? 900, yeah. Yeah, it helps your whole team as well, so kind of like having a pipe. Juju just goes in for 1 crit immediately, he backs off. They've used the glyph. They are really taking the defense of the Ancients part seriously. They've got no racks. The skeletons are coming in to do really large amounts of damage to the tower. They've got the megas in here, the super mega creeps. Backwards Hello is just burning down the towers. I heard the BKB drop on Tim, trying to kill Oak. Will Oak go down? Really, really low. Yeah, all of the remnants are going to be used. Immediately gets both the supports, but Juju is at large. Massive clicks onto Tim. Tim is going to go down. Crit to death by Juju. Buyback from Tim. Is 4 versus 5. Sorry, 4 versus 3. But unfortunately, there's no anti-mage. Bringing him down was the main thing. But Decay, he's played so well in this fight. Pretty much all of those kills were down to him. Juju, he is actually going to go down, but he does have the reincarnation. He spawns a lot of skeletons, and they're very, very hard hitting. Fighting around. Going to do a bit of damage to Tim. Look at the physical, the sort of pure damage going on to Tim from Backward Slow. 26 charges on the Bloodstone. How much Spell Amp is that? He's on 25% Spell Amp at the moment. That is a lot of Spell Amp. Remnant still from Decay. Yep, he's going to be okay. Juju doesn't have his ultimate. He's got to be careful. Taking a lot of damage here. Is actually almost dying if he takes off the armlet. But Backwards Hello, pretty much the only hero left in the fight. Doesn't really care. Burning Kinder Surprise to death. Yeah, there's going to be 1 kill. Still got the Scythe. Scythe, double Chakram. There's going to be a kill on somewhat. No more remnant charges. He has 5 remnants from the Aghanims, but he's run out of all of them. Last tower's going to go down. I think that's going to be the GG. They are really taking the sweet time to call it, though. BKB about to run out. And it's gone. There's the Hex. Double Chakram. Stun. Kill. So much damage from this Timber. 17-0-6 on the Timber. He had a great game.
Just destroyed them. As we kind of thought, the Dyer's team was just too slow to get online against those 2 strength cores who can just get in your face.
Yeah, exactly. They had a moment where we were a little bit more hopeful. The anti-mage was top of the net worth at about 14 minutes, which seemed really promising, but yeah, they had no way of putting out enough damage to get through the Radiant team, although they did somehow delay them for quite a long time.
They actually had a good start, and I think they just didn't.
Yeah, they did have a good
They
start.
managed to get the right kills at the right time, I think. Obviously, Juju dying once and Backwards Hello dying never.
Yeah.
So they really can't get much done.
Backwards Hello, we weren't really sure about the Timber going mid instead of the puck, but he had such a fantastic game. I mean, look at the damage he's done. No one on his team even comes close. And it didn't matter. He just ran in, fired the Chakrams, tanked, did tower damage, did everything, really. But it was also nice for Juju to just walk around being given free kills left, right, and centre.
Yeah, that death on the AM 1v1ing the Wraith King was a really bad one.
I think he just thought he'd get the blink off, but he didn't realise the Mortal Strike cooldown. I think it's only 4 seconds when you've maxed it out, so...
Yeah, and it's easy to go in and think, right, I'm burning this guy's mana, that's like, I'm doing a good thing, he can die now, but you kind of don't think, oh shit, he crits for a lot of damage.
He does crit, yeah. I mean, that's all Wraith King does, basically. Hard-hitting crit. 270% crit that's nearly a triple damage. So, yeah, it's very powerful.